Welcome to the week 12 chicks video. Starting off with the fish, you can see the water's looking really good. Look at that koi. That started off as a $7.98 koi from PetSmart. Maybe an inch long, if that. And that would have been early 2020, I think. Or late 2019. We have 3 of those white ones. There's that white, orange, and black one. There's an orange, mostly black with some orange. And then there's Fishy Jackson, the orange and black spotted one. You can see how fast the cattails have grown. They end up creating a really nice view from where we like to eat outside. The algae is still pretty good, although we've noticed a little bit of just a little bit of growth on the edge. We're going to make sure to knock that down, and it does seem to catch on the water outlets. So we've been making sure to take care of that. One thing, it may be hard to see, but you can see the water line is visible, which means that the water level has dropped faster than it should be. That means that there's a leak somewhere. So we did a little bit of research, and we're pretty sure it's that far bed that we cleaned up. We had let it fill up and drain for a while just to make sure it wasn't leaking before we filled it with rocks, but here we are. It's just part of the deal. Look at that celery. Some would call it out of control. Some would call it beautiful. Here's the highlight right here. Look at these strawberries. Oh, cannot wait. Just maybe a couple more days on some of them. Look at this thing. It's something. It's just beautiful. There's a whole bunch of them too, way better than normal. Or our last few years at least. Chives, of course, crushing it like a chia pet. Carrots in the back. Got our peppers starting, and they're already growing well. Those end up doing really great at the end of the summer. I don't know if Katie just planted this or not, but man, look at that bloom. Peas are just about done. We'll take a look at our thyme from last week. It is still a little yellow, but I can see a little bit extra dark green in there. Still collecting some of that iron that we dumped in last week. Here's another beautiful plant. You can see some of these are starting to bolt, like this dinosaur kale right here. They're about done. So we're at the point of harvesting all of our winter greens. It's got to be about 75 or 80 degrees outside right now. So we noticed that the pathway down here was wet, which is of course not normal in the desert. And I looked around, and this board under here is wet also. So there's something leaking in there. I think we're gonna we'll just dump all the rocks down, figure out where it is, fix the problem, and dump them all back in. There's really nothing else for it. We really don't want it, the pool, draining like that. It's a waste of water, first of all, and it keeps us from being able to walk away from it. So I think it's a little bit easier to see you can see how wet it is on the side there. So let's see how these chicks are doing. They're not in their normal spot. Some other maintenance. This thing is broken down here, so I gotta fix that. I gotta tighten this up a little bit on my homemade door. Here's the white leghorn. Compost. Katie has used quite a bit of it for the new stuff. There's Old Red. Looks like Yoshi is probably inside. Let's see if we can find those chicks. Still some flies buzzing around. This is actually quite a few. But they do a pretty good job of eating all the eggs, so this should disappear in a few weeks. And there they are, just chilling, hanging out in the shade. Well, hello there. Katie put down an old rug where I talked about putting those pavers. This is another compost area that we use. Remember from some of those earlier videos around week 6 and 7 where that white chicken would kind of come at them, not overly aggressively, but certainly showing where she belongs in the pecking order. Now they just get along like peas and carrots. And you can hear them all clucking away. No more cheeping. So 12 weeks. Just 3 months ago they were little, couple days old, not even size of a hand. Got a red down there squawking. Yep, we see ya. This one's just coming right over to me. Well, hey there. Hello. We have caught them sitting on this chicken ladder a little bit also. It's always fun to see. That's it for this week. Everyone have a great week. We'll see you again next time when we're into week 13.